Well, what's going on? If you're joining in, I appreciate it. I love it. This is my first attempt at. Well, I wouldn't say my first attempt. This is my first episode on a podcast. I got this idea from a friend who started up her own podcast. Once I get the name, I'll definitely be putting it out there. But I really wanted to just say thank you if you're here. I wanted to say thank you if you ever watched my videos or heard anything about what I do. I'm kind of all over the place. I have randomness going on everywhere, but I particularly like to stay to like scary stories. But this one episode that I'm doing is more about dating, what we all go through in life to find our soul companion. Someone that we can spend the rest of our life with. That isn't an electronic device that can lead us to, things on the entire net. Anyways, I want to talk about dating. And I want to know if anybody can vibe with me on some of the things that I'm going to be talking about. Like the first stages of dating or the first, of many attempts to get out there, how to do it. There is no instruction manual. Everybody's advice is different because everybody's different in the field of, who are we going to find to go with us? Well, she's pretty, he's pretty. And then, depending on how you've grown up and how you're raised, what kind of parents you have or what kind of upbringing you had or, just you got guys out there who are just horrible to women, but they end up pulling some of the baddies, the tens, and they're the ones that are the nice ones, like, he cheated on me like 100 times and I'm still here making and cooking and maybe possibly pregnant, or I have 4 of his kids and he buys me flowers and takes me out to eat, but I'm just a doormat. And there's other things, the same thing too with guys. I mean, it's odd to hear things about guys getting the shaft, maybe there's a reason why this poor guy is the way that he is. Maybe it's the reason, he was treated by women and or vice versa, with women, saying, oh, don't mind that ding off. That was my phone. I didn't put on my do not disturb me. It's on now. As I was saying, dating. There are many metamorphoses to it, but mainly it starts with you. It starts, hello, that would be my friend heater, because apparently it's on automatic and it's getting cold in here. The spirits wanted to say hello to you. So, as I was saying, the metamorphosis will always start with you. What pertains to you? What do you like? Do you like big, beautiful women? Do you like short, tiny, petite women? Do you like, younger women? Do you like older women? Do you like them just right in between, But again, I'm a guy, so I'm speaking from, my point of view. So if you're ladies and you're listening to this, don't be all like, oh, hell no, you cancel. From women's perspective too, I mean, I am not a woman either, but, I do have a little bit of a feminine touch, like, I'm not that naive. If I want the same things, I believe there are other people like me who are like-minded or may have the same idea of what they were looking for or what they are looking for, a single mom or a single person looking to find love. So yes, it begins with man or woman, depending on all the things that are in them, like a fucking bottle that you're going to shake up, like, to let it just pop open as you open it. That sounded like champagne popping. I meant to like the twist off, you shake one of those drinks up and they got all that, and bops all over you. Anyways, dating. So it starts with you and your preferences. And it also goes to who you are as a person and what you can be comfortable with, and confidence. You get a lot of guys out there who aren't so confident. You got a lot of women out there who are very good looking, but if you're only steady looking at her looks, you're not really going to find what you're looking for. Now, unless your intention is to get it on and, hey, yo, I'm just, another blank space. Or just, yo, I was in your town. What's good? Or here's $100. It's legal here. Anyways, I don't suggest you do that, unless unless that's just you. But I don't suggest that. Anyway, yes, metamorphosis. You can choose to be with somebody who is different from you or somebody who's like-minded like you. You can find somebody who's willing to go out of the way to love you and you love them. Now, You got people like me, like I'm the type of person where I pursue somebody who is not just, you know, beautiful or good looking on the outside, but someone who's got a deep, passionate soul, somebody who I can click to, you know, or I can be attached to, and that's one of the things too about love is it's not, love is not for everybody, but love can be for everybody. You know, I hope you understand what I mean. Love is not for everybody, but you can have love. Anyways, yeah. So me, I'm a soulmate finder. I'm somebody who will, if I am passionate or if I find some sort of relation where our relationship can become the next step without me second guessing, like, oh, is this what I want? Is it, you know, like every married man or every guy who's about to get into a relationship or a committed car payment, is this what I want? Am I gonna make that C note? Is it worth it every month? You know, I can always sell it, you know, but the difference is though with a car you can get rid of it and you don't have to hear no bullshit. But you know, in a relationship, in a committed relationship, you have to really be committed, and you have to be able to see the other person's point of view. Now, it's not easy, you know, if you're an alpha or you're one of these people who just, oh, I do what I do, my females do what I tell them do. Well, that's good for you then it works for you. But me, I'm like, I would rather say this in the sense of what I had previously just said. Deep soul, deep connection, something that we can talk. I can share my life experiences with you, and we can talk about it all night or all day. Like that's primarily something that I look for in someone, just somebody that I can fall, you know, like a glove, you know, fits right on. You know, I wasn't even gonna buy it, but damn, you know, the glove fit. I will buy it. You know, I'll take it. Or I'll run with it, you know, because sometimes those are the most beautiful people you could ever meet are people that you didn't randomly seek. You know, you weren't looking for on a dating app saying, oh, she's hot, only to get catfished, or just trying to get it in, or that person's getting, or people are crazy nowadays when you're dating. You don't know what the intention of the other person is, but you have to know what your intention is. And you have to also know that you can get heartbroken. Like, I've been heartbroken, you know. That's my steady life of falling in love and taking that leap of faith each time. And, you know, fortunately, each time that I've been knocked down, I get back up. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, never mind, guys. The vent left. My heat is hot enough over here. I'm a little sweaty. It's probably from all the coffee. Anyways, as I said, dating is fun because you get options and you can go to different environments where you're not used to, you know, like go random parties, go bars, go clubs, go to a friend's outing, you know, go to a meeting, go out of town. You if you're single and you're looking and you're open to receiving and using your intuition to tell you this guy's cute, or this person, you know, may have a lot of tattoos and daddy issues or mommy issues. You know, fuck it, I'm a gamble. 6'6", 12, I got it. And sometimes those gambles turn out to be, you know, pretty fruitful. So, and I mean, like, they pay out so well. So the dating game is like is gambling. It's like playing, I wouldn't say Russian roulette because that's a little too crazy, but you know, bang, that's it. You're stuck with that person. No, I would say people have different perspectives on looking at how dating can be, because there's a lot of people out there who only want one thing, but they mask it up and say, oh no, I'm not about that. I ain't no hoe. I already did that. I'm too grown for that, ma. I'm too grown for that, ma. You know, I'm trying to chill. You know, I'm trying to Netflix and have a family, you know, and, you know, whatever, you know, marriage, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know, and I'm not saying that because I've done that before, you know, but I'm just saying that we men can spin a very good story that not only deceives you but deceives ourselves, because while we're telling your story, we're undercutting it by a man. There's a lot of bad bitches out there. What can I do to not mess up my thing? And then it ruins it for good guys like us who are not doing that, but we're just being natural guys, you know. Just no, I love you, girl. You know, I really want to get to know you. It might not make sense to a lot of you because you're probably like, this guy's going, you know, Leon's jumping from one spot to the next spot. Yeah, I am, because that's dating. That's dating in a nutshell. There is no formula. What you get is what you get, and you have to be like, all right, I'll take it. Or don't. I don't care. As I'm saying, dating is fun. Dating is great if you get out of your safe spots or your safe environments. You know, you go explore. And it might be difficult for some, because maybe some people, because they do have standards, they want somebody that's going to fit their profile, or somebody who's going to give them what they're not used to, or give them more than what they're used to, you know. So you got to tell yourself, like me, I'm bratty. I like to have fun. I could be a kid in a relationship. It works both ways. I'm loving. I give myself to you, but at the same time, you know, if something is not being done as it was before, then I'm gonna notice those things. Like, I won't become Batman until I have to become Batman, and it's not that I want to become Batman. It's just intuitively, instinctively, your gut tells you. You know, like these females, this nigga, you know, this motherfucker hasn't been nice to me. He's been hugging me and kissing me, or he's been coming home late saying it's work, and then you guys start getting suspicious, and then there's all the videos online, social media telling you, check his phone, and vice versa, check her phone. You know, it's a balance, man, and it sucks because sometimes people invest a lot of time into these relationships that go nowhere, or they have complications, and then it takes that one thing to make it great, or they're only together because they can't stand themselves being with other people, so they rather be miserable with each other but try to make it work. I've seen a lot of things like that, and you know, even in relationships where there is love, there's no such thing as perfect love. You know, it's just love. You got to do the best what you can with it, and you make the best of it, because when that love is gone and that attachment you spent with that person, you know, it lingers on you after a long time. It becomes a scar on you that is reminiscent of what and why you've chosen and what you've done through that time period that you've spent with that person who you hoped would have been, you know, more in the future. So it's like I said, there's so many things that factor into dating, but none of those factors should stop you from wanting to date, to meet somebody, to get out there. And more or less, you know, try not to expect anything. You'll be surprised, you know, when you go out there hoping to find somebody. I want to find me a good girl. I want to find me a wifey girl. I want to find me a woman who can cook, or I want to find me a man who can provide. I want to find me a man who's bearded up with tattoos. I want to find a skinny man. I want to find a big man. I want to find somebody who's just a good man. Any of those qualities in both people. And same thing with, you know, vice versa. You know? A man looking for another man. It's surprising how relationships can be in different verses, but still be the same basis. Like, you know, two guys trying to get out there find, they don't always find love because they just don't. Same thing with two females. As they, you know, go out there looking for love and they don't find love, you know, and you know, it just goes on and on and on. So again, dating is fun. Dating has its ups and downs. Meeting somebody you want to be with for the rest of your life is kind of a big commitment. And if you're in that stage where you're like, oh, I'm tired of being lonely, or I need somebody to come home to, get a dog, get a pet, get a cat, get something. Go out and explore the world. You know, if you're working a 9 to 5, don't tell me you don't got no money. Just put some a little bit to the side if you can. I mean, yeah, you know what? In this economy, that makes sense. You know, you got the old school economy that, you know, did what they did, and we got this economy where we're just doing the best we can. Everything's going up and everybody's making below what's going up. So at this moment, if you can get out of your little bubble, get out of there, burst it and go. Don't waste your time on dead ends, because it's not going to make you happy, and you're going to talk shit about dating. Oh, dating sucks. Dating's for the weak. That's why I'm going to stay single. Oh, I'm using the universal law. I'm going to throw it out there. Oh, you know, like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired of making all this money. I'm tired of getting all these dollars. Boo hoo hoo. You know? Oh man, I'm tired of all these good-looking women hollering at me in my DMs. My DMs are so full. Everybody's texting me, oh, when are we going to go on a date? When are we going to go on a date? Like, guys, you know, why do I have to be this way? You know, and I'm good looking, but god dang, you know, y'all doing too much. But as I'm saying, yeah, throw me some love. This is episode 1. This is about dating. I would like to know your feedback. Hit me back up. Throw me some comments. Let me know. If you haven't already, I have an Etsy store online. It's called Almighty Lion, Etsy.com. I sell wallpaper screens for your phones. I sell coloring books that I have with my skulls or my calaveras. And then I also sell masks. I sell quite a wide variety of things on my store, so go check it out. Give it a like, see what you guys like about it, and I will get back to you with another episode. All right, y'all, be safe.